From Nigeria. Freedom is coming from the United Nations. Freedom is coming from Washington, D.C. Freedom is coming from European Union. Freedom is not coming from Africa. Freedom is not coming from Nigeria. Freedom is not coming from Abuja. Freedom is coming from America. It's coming from Europe. You don't know that, know it. No matter how sad and bad it sounds. But that is the fact. So why should I go to Nigeria where freedom is not coming from? It's coming from here. I will be here. Biafra freedom will come from diaspora. I promised them for many years, since 2021, that I will bring the Biafra freedom from diaspora. I want you to look around yourself. Is it not coming from diaspora? They thought they have locked everywhere. If you go to Nigeria, they kill you. If you do, they will challenge you. Come to Nigeria, so we'll take you serious. Come to Nigeria. Because I will not come to Nigeria. If you want to die, go and put yourself in order. I will not come to Nigeria. I will be here to fight for my people, and I will be here and free my people from Nigeria. When Queen Elizabeth was controlling you in Nigeria and doing amalgamation, was she there? Was she there? Queen Elizabeth, the same Londugard, was she there? I will do like her. I will be here and free Biafra, and then I will come to unify Biafra people after Biafra has been recognized. I will be here to fight because freedom is not coming from Nigeria. Freedom is coming from abroad. Freedom is coming from the United Nations. Freedom is coming from Washington, D.C. Freedom is coming from European Union. Freedom is not coming from Africa. Freedom is not coming from Nigeria. Freedom is not coming from Abuja. Freedom is coming from America. It's coming from Europe. You don't know that, know it. No matter how sad and bad it sounds. But that is the fact. So why should I go to Nigeria where freedom is not coming from? It's coming from here. Thank you very much.
Only one, under his leadership, His Excellency Simon Ekpa. Anybody that is confusing anyone or telling you there is another, no, there is nothing. There's just one, recognized by His Excellency Simon Ekpa. And we can pray. Once he has that communication, Biafrans, we understand that Obato Obie does not take no crap from nobody. No matter who you are, you must respect that authority. That authority is the only thing that can protect all of us. But we thank God, somebody said this is a transition period. If these things does not happen, Biafrans will not know who is following our prime minister, who wants him to fail, who wants him to be out. So this moment is ordained to happen so that Biafrans will know who is who in this restoration process.
I want you people to understand that the liberation of Biafra has entered the highest stage in the history of Biafra. Not even during the war. I am telling you, it has entered the highest stage ever. And we are going to do everything humanly possible in this life to restore Biafra. Everything humanly possible will be done. And I want you people to understand that the Biafra liberation is step by step, segment by segment, plan by plan, executions by execution. We'll be executing those plans according to the template till the last one. And Biafra.
Let us go talk about the objective of your struggle and how do you intend to achieve it in practical terms?
In practical terms, it is civil disobedience. The same way that Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. accomplished civil rights in America, the same way that Mahatma Gandhi led India to independence out of British colonial rule, the same principles we are applying, and might I add, very successfully too. We will do everything possible to unravel and unshackle the zoo called Nigeria. Everything humanly possible. No stone will be left unturned. We will sacrifice everything sacrificable. Material, life, blood will throw into.
And we will do everything humanly possible to see the Biafra exit.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us on this very program. We appreciate you as many as are joining us. Please like and share the program wherever you are joining from. The battle for the restoration of Biafra on the ground has started. The battle for the recognition of Biafra is going on. You that is a Biafran, what are you doing? What are you doing? The United States of Biafra, under the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa and Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, is the only answer today. The government of Biafra is doing everything humanly possible to see that Biafra land is defended. What about you? What are you doing? What are you doing to defend Biafra land where you are? The land that is flowing with milk and honey. The land that Chukwu Okike Abiyama have given us. Are you giving up that land? Or are you ready to defend that land? You have heard Mazen Nandekanu said that we will do everything humanly possible. If it will take our life, we will give our life. If we take our soul, we give our soul. He said everything humanly possible to see that Biafra land is restored. Mazi Simon Ekpa made the same statement. We will do everything humanly possible. And Mazi Simon Ekpa made it clear to let you know that the stage is set. The stage is set and clear. And the restoration of Biafra have gotten to the highest level. Today we are in Washington, D.C., recognized, and Biafra is going to appear on Trump inauguration. What are you doing as a Biafran to see that recognition come and also to defend our land? Are you one of those propagandists? Are you still busy blackmailing your brothers, your sister? Are you still busy fighting against your brother and your sister instead of thinking of how to protect the land flowing with milk and honey that Chukwukama have given you? I ask you once again, what are you doing to defend the land that Chukwukama has given you? Chukwukama loved the Biafrans so much that he has never left us without a leader. Each time there is need for someone to lead, he by himself will give us a leader. But in most cases, those leaders come from a very difficult angle. Those leaders face many challenges, blackmail and propaganda. The enemies try everything they can to see that those leaders do not succeed. We have seen it on different occasions. We saw it through the time of Mazen Nandekano. And we have seen it in the time of Mazen Simon Ekpa. Today, under the leadership of the Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, the Deputy Prime Minister, we are seeing the same battle. My fellow Biafrans, how prepared are you to defend your land? The land flowing with milk and honey. A land that Chukwukama himself has dedicated and given to us. What are you doing to protect that land? Are you part of those who is selling our land? Are you one of those who is giving up our land? Are you one of those who has refused to see reason? We were told what we are supposed to do after the declaration of Biafra. Among all the assignment that Mazi Simon Ekpa gave us and told us that this is what we will do after declaration, how many are you doing? How many are you doing? Every one of us have a role to play. We have a place to position ourselves. If you are in Biafra land, there are many places you can participate, including the civil disobedience, the Monday sit at home. How are you engaging in it? If you're in Biafra land, how are you educating people around you? If you're in Biafra land, how are you preparing to defend your land, to defend yourself, and defend everything that is around you? This land that Chukwukama has given us, we cannot give away to anybody. It does not matter who the person is. It doesn't matter the propaganda and blackmail they bring. We are going to make sure that we defend our land with the last drop of our blood. You heard Mazen Nandekano speak. He said, if it will take our lives, that we are ready to give it for us to make sure that that land is defended. My fellow Biafrans that are listening, I urge you in the name of Chukwukama to rise up now and do the needful. Do not say you were not warned. Do not say you are not told. You must prepare to defend your land. This land has been given to us by Chukwukama. The responsibility we have today is to defend that land and make sure that will create an environment for our unborn children, an environment where they're going to exist happily and live happily. My fellow Biafrans, as we proceed on the recognition, as we proceed on the defense of Biafra land, I will urge every one of you to pick up an assignment and begin to do what you have to do. There is something that every one of us could do. There is something every single one of us could do. And the earlier we begin to do those things, the better for us. I urge every one of you that is watching this program today to please, in the name of Chukwukama, kindly pay attention and listen to the voice of reason. And I'm going to bring to you some other programs that you are going to play along, watch and see the discussion that is made and the directions to go. It's a reminder. This is a reminder to remind you what we are supposed to be doing, what we are supposed to do, and the direction to go to save that land that has been given to us, the land flowing with milk and honey. My fellow Biafrans, I welcome every one of you once again, and I urge you to tighten up your seatbelt. Let us watch this program together. For those of us who missed it when we did the program live, you can join up the program now and then make your contribution on the comment section. And feel free to share with anybody that is close to you. Share so that they can join us and also get the knowledge that we are getting. It's going to happen after the declaration of Biafra. And I want you people to tell me, among all those things that Prime Minister said will happen, who are the ones today that are doing those things, making sure that those things happen? Who are the ones today that are making sure, not just by talking, by the things you see, who is the person today that is making sure, following that step about what someone told us that will happen after declaration of Biafra? I want us to listen to this. Let us hear what Samanaka said that will happen after declaration of Biafra. Let me see if I can get that video.
We must be. These 3 words. Nigerians, we are no more. Southeasterners and the Southerners, we cannot become. And Biafrans, we must be. What are the declaration of the 2nd December meant to achieve? At least it is no longer a question of uncertainty. It is no longer a question of whether we are unsure. But I believe the message of the Declaration of the Restoration of Independent State of Biafra on the 2nd of December 2024 has penetrated even to the bone marrow of the enemies. So the question, and the big question is, what do we intend to achieve? They have mocked us that we are in exile. But what the truth that they are not telling themselves is that we are not only in exile. We are actually more in the homeland than what we are in exile. The truth they refuse to tell, which they continue to deceive themselves, is that every blessed Monday in Biafra land, we demonstrate that we are not just in exile. We also control the homeland. The truth they have not told you is that whenever we issue any declaration on either civil disobedience or the forceful lockdown of the Nigeria state institution in Biafra land, like we have declared from the 28th day of this August to the 26th of September, those who call us government, those who say we are in exile, will start crying. They will start all manner of propaganda, panicking, sending military terrorists in our land.
Is it not what is happening today? Those who say we don't matter, what are they doing today? They are pushing all manner of propaganda. They are panicking. They are sending military to our land. Exactly what our Prime Minister predicted. That is what is happening today. Propaganda upon propaganda. Oh, they're going to extradite Mazi. Oh, Biafra have died. Oh, this one have propaganda and blackmail, including buying those they can buy. Just as Mazi said, that is what is happening. Those who say they should ignore us, we don't know what we are doing. Today, they are panicking.
To try to, see whether we can change our mind, thinking that by killing our people, the pressure will, force us to change our mind. These are the things that they are not telling those gullible, idiot criminals in Nigeria that are believing in one Nigeria just because they have found themselves in a safe haven where they can commit crimes international crimes and cyber crimes, and they will be bragging in their various communities for making money through crime. So they lie to themselves that, oh, don't listen to him, they are just in exile. Yet, each time we make any pronouncement, it becomes a problem to them. So the big question is, what do we intend to achieve from the 2nd of December? My supporters in the United States, Biafrans in the United States, we have at least 2 objectives. We want to achieve 2 things from this 2nd of December declaration. These 2 things are the delegitimization of the Nigeria state within Biafra land and the legitimization of Biafra government within Biafra land and beyond. Our declaration...
Did you hear that? Legitimization of the Biafran government in the homeland and outside. And delegitimization of Nigerian government. That is one of the major things we achieve. And today, who are those standing on that legitimization of the United States of Biafra? Legitimization of United States of Biafra, that is what we intend to achieve after declaration. But today, you see that there are some people who are still saying that they are in bridging. Some people are still talking about bridging. We are talking about the United States of Biafran government. From 29th of November 2024, the declaration was made, and clearly from that day, the Deputy Prime Minister made an announcement and said, on behalf of the Prime Minister, from today onwards, we are going to be known as the United States of Biafra. That is to give legitimacy to our government, not just government in exile. That legitimacy was pronounced by the Deputy Prime Minister on behalf of Prime Minister. And from then, we became the United States of Biafra, undoubtedly. But unfortunately, you can see some people today who have decided to pinch their tent with Briggy. And they are still carrying Briggy up and down. That means they do not care about legitimizing Biafran government. They do not care about the declaration. They do not care about moving forward. They just want to remain where they are. Just like some set of people who decided to be in agitation. Even when we have moved on, we have gotten to the stage of declaration. Some people are still in agitation. Even as we speak, there are people who say they are still sensitizing and agitating. We don't have any problem with them, as long as we don't come and stand in our way. Every year, Obi is a boy, Obi is a boy. Is it a good thing? It is not. When you give birth to a child, that child is expected to grow, at a time become independent on his or her own to train himself. That is what is expected of any child that's been born. But some say that it will be a boy all days of our life. Good luck. As long as you are not standing on the will of those who have made their choice to move ahead and grow. Let's listen to our president.
Will cover all grievances against Nigeria. The injustices against Biafra people by the Nigerian state, the harms suffered by the Biafra people within Nigeria. This has a standard way of delegitimizing Nigeria as an existing state, and of course, legitimizing Biafra as a new independent state. These grievances, the Biafra government have constituted a committee called the Declaration Drafting Committee that is putting and penning down every grievances we have against Nigeria. And there is the latest one, which is the student loan. Many of you have seen in the news that they have approved a student loan
from every geopolitical zone, but they excluded Southeast part of Biafra. That is technically accepting partially the declaration that is coming on 2nd of December. They're already telling us to go. But what they have refused to understand is that they don't define our map. We define our map. It is not them. They are still using the colonial mentality of giving them the demography, changing the demography for them. This is 21st century, where the people are wise and we know our boundaries. We know our land. You don't tell us where our land is and come from Yoruba land to tell us where your boundary ends, or come from the Fulani Caliphate to tell us where your boundary end, our boundary end. No, that was then. During the time of Usman Danfodio and during the time of Babangida, where you use your military degree to do whatever you want. This time around, it is not going to work like that. We know our boundary. Our boundary has been defined by the Biafra government. Our state and institutions has also been put in place by the Biafra government. So our declaration is going to state very clearly the grievances we have against Nigeria, why Biafra has come to become a remedy. Now, I use instances always, making references to the United States. Just as in the 1776 of the U.S. Declaration, when they become a new state, then they presented this particular new state of the United States as the only remedy, the listed grievances, for them to declare the independence of the United States. Biafra will be presented to the world as the only remedy to the insecurity that Nigeria has created. In quest.
Did you hear it? Biafra is the only remedy. This presentation has been done already. You saw on the day of the election, all these grievances were read out. They were read out. And what we are doing today is to present Biafra as the only remedy to the insecurity you see in this Republic. All these their terrorist activities, all this loss of life in the north, in the east, in the west, in the north, in the south. Any terrorism you are seeing today, the only remedy to stop it is Biafra. You can pretend about it. It doesn't matter whether you like what we are saying or you don't like it. It doesn't matter. The only remedy remains Biafra. And it is not just because we are saying it. That is the absolute truth. Allow Biafrans to go. Every region be on their own. Once Biafra exits Nigeria, this interest, this deadly interest that is making a Fulani man to look for whom to move, will die a natural death. The northern Nigerians, the Fulanis, will begin to think of how to protect themselves. They will begin to think of how to be relevant and protect themselves. Except you do that, it is not going to be easy.
To bring Islamization of Nigeria, and of course, that turn Nigeria into Islamic State. We are going to present Biafra government as a remedy to the United States, to the West, and to every other world power that cares to know. Part of the grievances will be the killings by the terrorists and the high-level corruption and political crisis that Nigeria has found itself today without any solution. Since the last election, which the European Union condemned, which the United Nations condemned, which the America condemned, and faulted everything that has to do with the result of the last election. Yet, they are recognizing the criminal who called himself Tinubu as the president. Because Nigerians are stupid. Nobody rise up against, because everybody have been captured and enslaved with terrorism. If you do the killing, the assassinating. That's why many of them are bragging. Whenever we talk, they say, Samanaka, come to Nigeria so we believe it. You know why? Because they think that we are going to be as stupid as those people that have killed in the past. Should we start mentioning them? Anybody that rise up to challenge the impunity of the Nigerian state, the terrorist state, they eliminate the person. What is the other name? the Yoruba man, Gani Fawemi or whatever he's called, he was assassinated. These are people who think they can make changes within the Nigerian state. It's impossible. Even this criminal called Tinubu, he ran away. He would have been killed by the military administration then, because he thought that he can move, have any political movement, to change whatever he want to change then, before he came back to become the governor. He ran away to exile, and probably France, because I know he has a very good relationship with people in France. Now, just like the United States, we are going to present Biafra after 2nd of December as the only remedy to the political crisis in Nigeria today. We will present Biafra as the only remedy to the upsurge of terrorists in the Sahel. I am telling you, nobody will see what we are doing today as a government in exile and don't give us that particular opportunity. We have proven beyond reasonable doubt that Nigeria as a failed state, the only remedy that will save the life of people and also save the interests of the West, because no matter how you want to say it, we still have to protect the interests of the West, which goes a very long way in making sure that our society still remain in a sane, we still remain in a sane society, both in conflict-wise, insecurity-wise, national security, and what have you. So Nigeria no longer functions as a law-governed state, capable of resolving its current political and economic crisis. My people of Biafra, our declaration in December is providing a remedy, providing alternative to the Biafra people and to the world, and to those who have business interests in the area, in Sahel region, and in Nigeria as a whole, because this is going to affect them positively. So Nigeria have found itself in a situation where they have become incapacitated. They are not capable of resolving every crisis that they are facing today. So the state is already a failed state. So what are we going to do in December 2nd? Our declaration will offer solution. And like I said, remedy to the economic crisis, to the insecurity, to the upsurge of terrorism, and what have you. And we believe that those who supported Nigeria to commit genocide against Biafrans in the 60s must be very ashamed of themselves today. Though we can see that many of them who are very corrupt, I am talking about those in America, for example, like, some of them we have seen removing Nigeria from the list of, special interest, the state that have committed crime against Christians, for example. Those who remove Nigeria without investigation, they are struggling very hard, trying not to look stupid by their continuous support for the Nigeria, even when they knew that Nigeria is already a failed state. The more they try to revive Nigeria, following their fake diplomatic ties, and the more Nigeria will continue to fail them. So, my people, there is no two ways about it. This time around, we have come to outsmart the nomadic system of Nigeria. And of course, our aim and objective is to bring and restore true democracy in Biafra land, which will affect the entire region. After December 2nd, we will move to the next level, which I call the phase 2 of the Biafra liberation.
That is where we are.
Which this phase 2 will see the establishment and the activation of the state institution within Biafra land, which is already functional as I speak. That will take over the Nigeria state functions. We take over the functions of other institutions from the Nigeria state, and that is the part of the delegitimization of Nigeria. And by announcing the United States of Biafra commitment to several international sanctioned principles, policies, and international recognized organization that Nigeria never had.
Are you hearing? This is what we are supposed to be doing. And when you look at today, this is exactly what our Deputy Prime Minister is doing. I want you to pay attention to what our Prime Minister is reading out. These are what we are supposed to be doing after declaration. And you see him using that terms, United States of Biafra, United States of Biafra. It is not longer as Briggy. After the declaration, you don't have to be talking about Briggy. It is about recognition. It is about signing treaties. It is about getting to the right places, sending information. Just exactly what our Prime said. You see, I just read out the letters that have been sent to Norwegian countries. You saw the letter that was sent for recognition. These are what we are supposed to be doing, not gossiping, not distraction. And that is exactly what our Deputy Prime Minister is doing today. That is what the government of Biafra today is doing under the command of the Deputy Prime Minister. Many secretaries have been activated, and these secretaries are busy. Every secretary is busy working. The whole land side, they are doing what they have to say. All the platforms are being recovered with the attack on the platforms in Biafra land, which is causing the delay in the homeland today. You know, we had a lot of attack, and so many things got wrong. Many of the instruments were hijacked. That is drawing the hand of the clock back. But we didn't stop. Progress is still being made. Recovery has been made. I want you to pay close attention to this explanation of our Prime Minister, what we are supposed to be doing. And when you understand it and you see what the Deputy Prime Minister is doing today, you will give her a thumbs up and know what she's doing.
Principles, policies, and international recognized organization will take over the functions of other institutions from the Nigeria state, which this phase 2 will see the establishment and activation of the state institution within Biafra land, which is already functional as I speak.
To this very part.
Which this phase 2 will see the establishment and activation of the state institution within Biafra land, which is already functional as I speak. That will take over the Nigeria state functions, will take over the functions of other institutions from the Nigeria state, and that is the part of the delegitimization of Nigeria. And by announcing the United States of Biafra commitment to several international sanctioned principles, policies, and international recognized organization that Nigeria never had. We are going to make sure we approach every international organization that Nigeria has violated their treaties with impunity, providing Biafra to them and presenting Biafra as a remedy and alternative. With what we have done so far, we have been able to prove beyond reasonable doubt that you can't forge any document in Biafra and present it anywhere. We have eliminated the possibility to forge document, unlike the runners and all the criminals in Yoruba land are doing.
Did you hear that? You cannot forge the documents of Biafra. Every document today is under the office of the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, of which Dr. Ngozi Orabueze has been there from day one as the COS. She has been inside and insider. She was part of the signatures. She was part of the documents. She has every information. She was part of those sending this information across. And none of these documents can be falsified. Before you will represent Biafra, you can't forge any documents. Today we are going to DC to represent Biafra. And our office is going to be opened in DC. For those who think they can forge documents, I thank God you are in America. Try it, and you find yourself where you never belong. Try it. We are not in the zoo. Uluwale doesn't work with us. Prime Minister gave that hint to you, and I hope they are listening.
That's what they do. They make a living by forging. So, my people in the United States, for those who are very, very unsure of what will happen after December 2nd, I am telling you now, giving you a hint. Our declaration of independence or declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra will be expected to legitimize the Biafra government in the eye of other non-terrorist states.
Exactly.
This is going to take a very long time, and it requires many diplomatic approach, political approach, and of course, it also requires commitment.
I hope you are listening. All this process we are going to start, and we have already started. But Prime Minister have advised on time that this is going to take time. That is why sometimes I say, take it easy with the government. All the government needs from you is your support. Give your support whichever area you are going to give your support. The government is doing their part. The recognitions and the pursuit of the restoration on the ground, and also making things known, it is going to take time. It is process by process, time by time, line by line, and we will get there. Everyone should be patient with the government. The warning has come even before now. Try as much as possible to support the government. We are making headways, and this thing that Master is reading out is exactly what is being done today, and that is where we are today.
From the Biafra government, which I believe we are not shaking from that end. In turn, we will be expected to recognize Biafra, and we don't care how long this will take. This kind of legitimization of Biafra state will be culminated in the quest or in our request or appeal to other states and international organizations to recognize the independence of Biafra. Our grievances that we expected to be listed on the declaration document has been drafted, or has been drafted by our committee on the declaration of the declaration drafting committee, will include the grievance declaration, the institutionalizing declaration, and the commitment declaration. I want you all in the United States to listen to this. Very, very important. We are going to have 3 major grievances in our declaration document. And so, if you don't know what we are doing, we are fighting Nigeria academically.
Absolutely.
We are fighting Nigeria with brain. We are fighting Nigeria physically, and we are fighting Nigeria with gun. So what am I? Let me repeat it again. I said the declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra will cover 3 major grievances. One is grievances declaration, institutionalizing declaration, and the commitment declaration. And this different declaration will be elaborated during the time of our convention in Finland. So when you come to Finland, you're going to have first-hand information, and you are going to read the history, be part of the history, and stay where the history is happening, so that you will not say they told you, or you will not say you watch it from the social media. No, you are going to be there. Those who are privileged to come to Finland, you will be there to witness this thing yourself, how it is done. So, and then after that, you know, when I made a video the other day to explain to Biafrans who will be expecting that immediately after the declaration, the police will disappear from Biafra, no, the military will disappear. Of course,
everyone should pay attention. These explanations were done by our Prime Minister beforehand. And today, some people are still asking these questions. These videos are out there. Some of us, we are not aware when the video was made. Some of us have forgotten it. That is why I have to replay. For some of you who will be saying, oh, the police are still there, the army are still there, they will not just disappear. It will take time. It is process by process, time by time, and we will get there. I want you to pay close attention to what our Prime Minister said here. Pay close attention for you to understand properly, so that you wouldn't be confusing yourself. Pay attention.
You are going to be there. Those who are privileged to come to Finland, you will be there to witness this thing yourself, how it is done. So, and then after that, you know, when I made a video the other day to explain to Biafrans who will be expecting that immediately after the declaration, the police will disappear from Biafra, no, the military will disappear. Of course, most of them use it to do propaganda, which doesn't move us. Because the thing is that they don't know what we are doing, they don't have the information, and they will never have the information. And even if they do, they will never support Biafra. And we don't expect everybody to support Biafra. Like I've said previously, even this Finland, when they voted 88 over 100, you know how many that voted for Finland's declaration of independence. So what I'm trying to say is that the United States, those Biafrans in the United States, all of you must understand that the declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra in December is going to come with a heavy Edwakanono. Edwakanono to the enemies, both the outside and within.
Edwakanono to the enemies, outside and within. And let me tell you, what you are seeing today is that Edwakanono, outside and within. When we talk about, when our Prime Minister talk about Edwakanono, some of you will be thinking of shooting gun and grenade everywhere. Edwakanono, inside and within. This sanitization that is happening today, separation of the wheat from the chaff that is happening, is part of that Edwakanono. And it will extend more. It will extend more. There are so many ways and it is going to happen, including those ones that will disappear. Whichever where you stand, whatever you are doing today, be very careful. Be very careful. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze is playing every single template of Master Simon Ekpa. Everything you had Master Simon say here, she is following them one after the other. One after the other. Once it gets to that stage, she will open up the book. And Biafrans will carry the action. Once it gets to that stage, she will open up the book. And Biafrans will carry the action. If you think that the government of Biafra is joking, you are deceiving yourself. Pay close attention. That is why I played this video, for you people to remind, it is one thing at a time. And once we get to any stage, there is no missing. We had her say it and say it clear. The Deputy Prime Minister made it clear. There is no mercy. She made it very, very clear to the whole world. In case you are part of them, go and tell them there is no mercy.
We have no mercy for those that come to disrupt the restoration of this struggle. We don't negotiate with anyone. We will never do that. Because when you do things like that, you encourage the same thing to be inside the government, and they will continue to do what they are doing. There's an adage that says, no matter how you try to leave them, to forgive them, to accept them, they will still come up with that same behavior. Because Nigerian government has a process of divide and conquer. They use people within to destroy what Biafrans are doing. We already know that, and that is why they are not going anywhere. That is why we stop them on their track. That is why we discover them anywhere they are, and we bring them down. That is what we will continue to do. No mercy. No mercy, because lives have been lost. People have died. Children have died. Innocent Biafrans have been murdered. They've spilled their blood. We are not joking. Anybody, any attorney, any lobbyist, you think we are joking in this restoration process? I pity you. Sorry will be your name.
You had that. Is a clear instruction. Following the template of Master Simon Ekpa, you just had that.
With a heavy Edwakanono. Edwakanono to the enemies, both the outside and within. And so we are going to be taking a little bit step forward to the Edwakanono that is happening presently. It is a must. So those who think that Simon Ekpa is laughing at them or laughing with them, my brother, don't look at this laugh and this face. I have always warned, if you follow this face, you'll be deceived. I am not here with a clean hand, fighting for Biafra, fighting against Nigeria Islamic State, fighting against the terrorist state of Nigeria, Ejira Anyoma, and Nigeria. Don't look this face, it will deceive you. I want to assure you that in the coming weeks, on this lockdown of Nigerian institutions, is going to be a litmus test of what is to come. We will continue.
My fellow Biafrans, I just played this to take our minds back on what we are supposed to be doing and what we expect to see. And I want you to, within your own self, judge what you are seeing now, who is on the path of the Prime Minister. There is no doubt. with the successes that have been made, with the moves that have been made, if you are still in confusion, no problem. Go ahead. We see you. You're welcome, my brother Ngozi. Thank you so much for joining. Go ahead and speak to us, my brother. You're welcome. If you are there, let's hear from you.
Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
I'm calling on
Oh, Ngozi, I don't know. Sometimes it's like that. Thank you. Thank you so much. I will not be long today because I have some other assignments to do. Maybe I think we're going to see tomorrow. So, my fellow Biafrans, I thank everyone that have been part of this program from beginning to the end. Thank you so much for participating. And before we round up the program, I want to play some extracts from Saturday's presentation of our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, during the fundraising. There are some vital information that's released. I want us to look back into this information because they are very important. Let us listen to those extracts from our last broadcast to make some important information that we must pay attention to. Let's listen.
As members representing the United States of Biafra, one thing I want to tell us is this. It is one thing not to know. It is one thing to be ignorant, to say, oh, I didn't know this was happening. I'm not sure. I was confused. I've not made up my mind. It is one thing to say you don't know. You've heard. You don't know. It is a different thing that you know, and then you continue to sabotage this government led by His Excellency Prime Minister Simon Ekpa and our leader Nnamdi Kanu. These are two different things that you don't know. Maybe let's pretend you're an 8-year-old child. You don't know. And that you know you are a full-blown adult. You are fully aware. But you decided, you made up your mind to go with these criminals that parade themselves as greedy individuals. You made up your mind, fully being aware that they do not have the power and the right to be doing what they are doing.
Madam, shut up. You hate Mazen and the can. Shut up.
You want to join them in their criminality. You go behind. When they call you on the phone, you pick up your phone. After they talk to you, they add you on their platform. I've told every Biafran, if you are in a platform where you have individuals like Sonia Ekpa, if you are in those platforms, you are working against this government. And you will have yourself to blame, one way or the other. I promise you that. So these individuals, they do not work for the United States of Biafra government. They are not in the cabinet. They are not in the leadership. None of them is the secretary of any state. None of them have any secretary position in the new state. So if they deceive you or you follow them to be part of their criminality, you will pay that price.
So that's why I feel like saying, I know the
They do not represent the government. They do not represent the United States of Biafra. Everything they are doing is fraudulent. They hijacked the things they could hijack, but not anymore. We've checked them. We've checked them seriously, and they are losing by the day. We made Nigerian government to lose. Talkless of riffraffs. Their case is Akamo case. You just put it there, it will become quick. So again, this is just a warning I'm giving those that think they don't know, or they are confused, or they had lies, or they don't know where to go. You have yourself to blame. And those of you that think you can eat your cake and have it, you have one of your leg with the criminals, and you think you will have the other leg with the United States of Biafra. I'm telling you, you will have yourself to blame. It don't work that way. Our God said it. J.E.J. Njoku mobugi joyi dika Jehovah puru obugotua ngagopogi nonu nyabu chowe bisi wuru rapu kiwe chegaria no lugi asini megotua agamagopogi kangono. If you don't do one thing or the other, J.J. Njoku or Ijoyi, either you are hot or you are cold. You cannot be both. That was the first song that I just sang right now.
You have beautiful voice.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. So it is either or. You cannot serve Obatobie and serve any criminal. You can't do that. That means you never ever followed Obatobie. You never ever followed our leader Nnamdi Kanu. So I'm just letting you know, those of you that think you're smart, our IT department, they're combing every single WhatsApp and Telegram platform for Biafrans. Whether the one opened by Obatobie, whether the one opened by myself, whether the one opened by the criminals, our IT department, they are putting all the telegrams, and all the names are being submitted accordingly. So if you think you are smart, if you think you can have your ways or you can have it both ways, I just pity you, because you're going to do yourself a very big harm by doing that. Any Telegram, any WhatsApp platform where you see these criminal individuals, remove yourself from there. Ask questions, send messages to any of the secretaries, send message to me. Where is the right platform for my state? Where is the right platform for my group? Where is the right platform for my county? And United States of Biafra is structured to the grassroots. You'll be directed to the appropriate platform. That's all I have to say. Thank you so much, everyone.
Wow, wow, wow.
You're welcome, my brother Nonso. Go ahead and speak to Biafrans. Good to have you.
Mazushusu, it's good afternoon from my side. I greet all the Biafrans. Sorry I am coming late. It's one thing or the other. I was just rushing myself at my sleep to wake up and join this program, honestly. Because I was on night duty. I just come back this morning. So I put my phone listening and I am sleeping and listen. I said, no, the sleep is okay. Sometimes I'm missing something. So I have to wake up. Depending how important.
Some people don't understand what we go through here. They think that all we do is just to talk online. We have our work to do. We have jobs to do.
Honestly, we have our work to do.
There are some times when I come online, almost sleepy. I almost sleep off online.
Okay, honestly. I want to start from this particular video you play now. Ndị be anyị si na onye mara chome na alagagbu yoso n'anya. O mara chome alagagbago oso n'anya. Ị na-aga aghụghọ, ị na-amịgharị, ị na-ejegharị, ụkwụ na-aga wamwam, anya na-aga wamwam nakwa na-ele gị dịka o kwuru ya na every platform is being monitored. ana ama ihe ị na-ekwu because na enyi m achọrọ m ịgwa gị na enyi m agbara gị agba abụ okwu ofu. I want to tell you, or I have already told you, I have already tell you, they are not the same word. That is when I said, somebody who come up and said, I am confused. You are sabo. See, there is no time to paint words this time around. And the people we followed, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Simon Ekpa, they don't paint word. They tell you the word as if the horse, now so you the born. And that is where we stand. Everybody. The Bible came to Madam Orabueze.The. Bible say now on the Corinthian na obu na eju hoyi mani kpo oku na aga abupo gi n'onu. Aga abupo ga abupo ihe onwu uri ibara. No taka Biafrans fa na mkpụrụ isi ọba na amịrị mkpụrụ ọma na ha ga-egbutu ya. Osisi ọbụla ifuru egbuturu from the government bụ mkpụrụ isi ha amịrị mkpụrụ ọma ha ka egbuturu. Ebe na this Biafra movement, ihe edere na akwụkwọ nsọ ka m gwatapụtara na akwụkwọ nsọ na ihe history Biafra na-ekwu na ihe omenala na-ekwu bụ ihe na-eme. Onye na nwanne ya si egwu a na-atụ ya. Ndị be anyị si na ebe nwanne na nwanne na-adị asị weta ọkụ ka e wee rie nri. Ma ndị niile ifo na-asị weta ọkụ na ọha bụ onye na nwanne ya kwa egwu a na-atụ ya. Ihe mmadụ na-abụ na-akwụrụ ụbụ ọ bụrụ na anya m afụ anya gị afụ. Mana mgbe ọbụla anyị sọsọ m nwa afọ ma anyị gị nwa afọ nwa iwe chighị azụ na-eme m attack, ihe ọ pụtara bụ na Igbo onye iro m. I want our people to understand all these things, that they are there already. And ọ bụrụ na ihe ndị a niile emezuo, vidio ọbata obi anyị plere, emana ihe ahụ kwuru anyị mezuru emezu. Ọ bụrụ na ihe ile eme na asọ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu eme, emana ihe ile ahụ ekwuru abụ eziokwu na o mezuru emezu. Enwe one particular Bible verse sị na Chineke bi n'igwe si na ọ bụrụ na okwu ọnụ ya emezughị kama ka eluigwe n'ụwa gabiga. I remember the telling Vam si gị onye na-eche na ị na-eguzo lezie anya ka ị mara ma ị na-ada ada. This is a man I go to his platform every day. Even sometimes two of us will discuss topic. Sometimes I will tell him, let's go like this. He will accept it. But I remember I told him on his platform, gị onye na-eche na ị na-eguzo lezie anya ka ọ ghara ịbụ na ị na-ada ada iche na ị na-eguzo. Ọkwa ọda ka ha na-ada ma ọmazị na ya soworo mgbe ahụ na-ada ada. And ebe o si ụdị iwe bụ na agba nke mbụ ọkụ n'ogbo, agba nke abụọ ọtọ n'ogbo, ọsọsọ ọgbụ ka a pịrị akụ. Ifu na onwe ka m si etinye okwu m tata n'okwu Igbo n'okwu Igbo. Ihe na ihe a bụ okwu. Ọ bụrụ na ị gaa far n'ihe gbasara Biafra chigata azụ, you find that a lot of things are happening, and those things that happening was meant to happen. For all the prophecies around Biafra movement to be fulfilled. I remembered all this thing that is happening when I said on his platform, there is people that are going to deviate from this government. And it happens. I told Shiamaka Ajere like this. He watches his program, he knows me. He blocked me. Let him come and devour them. So if I didn't say all these things to him on his platform. So it simply means that I did a treat, cancer, treat. Here na cancer be called to your court. Can make cancer because when you treat the cancer, it is a cancer the mother not. Here maybe shake able with people. So I post cancer in the Biafra government na bridge. How is a government? and enwekwa ndị nke sobanye na gọọmenti mgbe oge na-aga anyị ga-afụ a ga-ewepụ ha si emezina ọnwa onye ewepụrụ ụmụ Biafra na-ama jijiji. When I joined Biafra movement, I only say 2 prayers. God, the understanding and the wisdom to know, to stand on the right side always. I did not pray for love, because when you overlove people, if they are doing mistake, you will follow them and do the same mistake.
Yes.
But when you apply wisdom and understanding on what you are doing, and you follow somebody serially according to the right track, you will understand where he is doing mistake. You have to call him or her in order. If he refuses, obrogo na enyi m na agwara ngagba mana ikwehodi. And him and the ban is na ọ na-eme ọnwụ chigbu nwa nkịta na ọ dị ekwe ya n'isi sense. Iji chi ọbụla agaghị na-anụ ọdụ na-ese ozu ala niile. Ọkwa ebe a nke anyị n'ugbu a. Ọ bụ ilechiri onwe gị anya wee chiga jeso the Calabos na Biafra government attack, not with us, not with the government. Believe you me, iso ozu na ala n'ime ili. Ebe a nke ị na-eje. Like I said yesterday, enwere ndị arara anya n'aka ajụrụ. Enwere ndị bụ na arara anya n'aka uche ajụrụ ajụ. And ebe o si adị mgba ịmata onye wuru n'aka ajụrụ ajụ na onye ahụ na-efolo ebe ego si apụta mgbe ọbụla ọ na-ekwu okwu. Ebe ego dị ka ọ na-etiri mkpu. That is why Patisiobatu ji wee sị gị na ya achọpụtaghị ihe n'ọtụtụ mmadụ ji wee na-eti mkpu na-etiri ma ndị oshi ma ndị ama ebe a na-achụ nta etu ego esi wee rapịọm, ebe a na-achụ nta ebe ego esi nweta ego wee rụọ ụlọ, ebe a na-achụ esi nweta ego wee gbaa moto, ebe a na-achụ nta ego esi nweta ego wee dịka ikwu ma ọ dịka ibe wee bụrụ ọkacha ibe. Once you are going on these things, believe you me, you will never stand on the truth no matter what happens in your life. You will always be a cunning man, because the root of all evil is money. What is happening in Biafra government? Check, starting from Owazwike, starting from Nnamdi Kanu, what is the main new problem is money, 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 money. And only those who are lovers of money always go away from what we are doing with the issue of the money. That is why I said, when I see anybody who come to this platform and said that these people and these people, in fact, I see you as a sabo, because you don't have a stand. You can't use your mouth and praise God and praise Satan. It can never be done. Either you condemn Satan or you condemn God. And if you are condemning Satan, continue. Any day you turn back to praise God, you become a sabo to God. So our people need to understand where we are. That na inona ofra focha or na nocha maka obo ya nocha wee jeba imere onwe gị ihe ọjọọ. We are not stopping because of a lot has happened, and a lot will still continue to happen until the final day the world powers endorse Biafra. That is, even when it happens in the inner house, when we finally go to Biafra land, we are still going to fight ourselves to stand for the last man stand on the truth of the side. So Biafrans, more is to come. Have your conscience. Be strong. Do not panic. Don't move around. Stand gidigbam with your 2 legs, because until the first president of Biafra government who is going to go on for 5 years or 8 years to stabilize things, that is when things will be in order. Take it or you leave it. Mother choose airborne, we move.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you for that amazing speech. I appreciate you. And I welcome my beloved brother Max. Thank you so much for joining. And I hope every one of you have seen the good news we had. Also the thing that we have been expecting, people have been expecting, we had the good news. And before my brother Max speaks, I would like to also play this video. Let me just play the video so that we can listen. One of the extracts I got from the fundraising that was done on Saturday. So there are some vital informations. So I need to be playing it often and on so that people can be able to get those informations directly and hear it clearly. Because most of us are not able due to time differences and long program. Some of us cannot stand program of 2 hours, 3 hours. So that's why I get such extract and I replay it again. So after the extract, our brother Max can now go in and give us his submission.
Force that has been combing all the platforms that are the Prime Minister opened, both the Telegram and the WhatsApp. And what we've discovered is that some of these criminals, individuals, have opened up different Telegram and WhatsApp platform. Now have added some genuine Biafrans into their platform without their approval. So that was why some of the information we sent out today to Biafrans, we told them, if you are in a platform, especially if it's a small platform, and you see some of these criminals like Sonny Akparawa, Vam, Imam Madrabo in those platforms, you must leave that platform because we are getting all the updates and the report of individuals in every platform. And they are going through that, the platforms that we are opened by either the Prime Minister or myself or the state administrators. Any of those platforms, and some people have received notices this morning to explain why they are in those platforms. And what we've discovered is that many people were not even aware that Vam and Sonny Akparawa and Imam Madrabo has been adding them on these criminal platforms without their approval. So again, we encourage Biafrans, please check anywhere anybody is adding your name. If you are confused, if you don't know, send a message to our IT department, headed by Favor, send a message to myself, send a message to any of the secretaries in the United States of Biafra or the media or to Go 247. They will explain to you if that platform is genuine or not. If you don't do that, the implication is that the IT department will remove you even from genuine platforms where you belong to as a member of the United States of Biafra citizen. So we don't want that to happen to individuals. That's why you must check and follow up where somebody is adding you to any platform. If they are sending a link and say, join, send that link to Favor, send that link to Go 247, send that link to me to tell you whether those links are genuine or fake. They are going around with so many fake things right now, pretending that they are working for the United States of Biafra because they used to be information minister, deputy information minister. They are no longer members of this United States of Biafra executive. Nobody is stopping anybody from being Biafra, but they no longer belong to the leadership of this struggle. They cannot make any decision for anybody in this struggle. So I need you to be fully aware of that when they come or call you on the phone or post this false information to the public. You just have to be aware of that. Please check where people are adding you. I don't want people to be removed from genuine platforms where they belong to and where they are getting information. Another thing I wanted to use this opportunity to bring to you is that these criminals, the United States, the Briggy website that they hijacked, if you go to that website, you will see where they put a picture of Prime Minister Obatobie, and they put in bracket, in detention. That is what they labeled our Prime Minister. These are criminals that are working with the Nigerian government. They put the picture of our Prime Minister in that Briggy Biafra Government in Exile website, and they put Prime Minister's name in bracket and say in detention. Our Prime Minister is not in detention. For somebody to be in detention, there is a process. There will be a case against you. There will be things they say you did. There will be law court. And then you finally maybe end up in jail or in prison or in detention. But these criminals, Ogen Kerry, and the Sonny Akparawa and Vam, went to that Briggy website to put the name of our Prime Minister in bracket in detention. That is inaccurate. Our Prime Minister is not in detention. He's just being restricted from communicating to us. That restriction has been relaxed. Wherever he is restricted is irrelevant. But nobody has a right to pass the false information to the public or to Biafrans to say that our Prime Minister is in detention. That is a false narrative. And these criminals that put that thing against our Prime Minister, Biafrans, you need to let them know those are the criminals working with the Nigerian government to paint our Prime Minister with a bad name. Prime Minister is not in detention. He has not committed any crime. The restriction placed on him has been relaxed because Finland has discovered that the Nigerian government is the real terrorist state that reintegrates and rehabilitates known terrorists and send them to Biafra land to kill our people, just like they did. Thank you so much. Go ahead.
Thank you so much, my fellow Biafrans. I appreciate every one of you that is listening to us and following all what is happening. Before our beloved brother Max will come in, there is somebody that is asking a question about his state. If you want to know your state, you can send me a message on my WhatsApp. Send me a WhatsApp message. Then I can send you the list of the state and the PDF of the map so you can be able to discover. We cannot be able to be attending to everybody or going to many recycling. You just send me a message on WhatsApp and I will send you the list of the states, send you the map. From the map, you can be able to search and you discover your area by yourself. So if you don't have my WhatsApp number, just get a pen and biro, take down my WhatsApp number, send me a message on my WhatsApp. Then I'm going to send you the list of the states and I will send you the PDF of the map. You can be able to see it there. If you don't have my WhatsApp number, take it down now. Take down my WhatsApp number, +447 864 397 169. +447 864 397 169. For the last time, +447 864 397 169. Somebody asked that question, and I hope the person that asked that question, I say Miracle, what's the name of the person? I think Godwin Igwe. I hope you have taken down their number. I hope you have taken down. Just send me a WhatsApp message. After the program, I will send you the PDF and the list of the states so you can be able to identify your state from there. And again, there's another person that gave a notification that in Biafra land that they are sharing form and charging people money to be recruited into the Liberation Army. It is not the government of Biafra. Any form, any place you see a form, come and join Liberation Army, run for your life. Run. There is only one email. That is why I tell you to follow government platform. If you follow a government platform, this will be easy. There is an email that everybody that wants to be part of the Liberation Army will apply. You apply in that email and then the government will screen you. There are people, experts that are marked out to screen you. That you apply does not mean that they will take you. It is not automatic that when you just apply, they will take you. You will be screened. They will check you outside and in. But you must apply through that email. There is no physical application. There is no form. And nobody is charging you a dime. Instead, when you are approved, after screening and you're qualified, you'll be sent for training. After the training, you'll be placed on salary scheme. You'll be placed on salary scheme and your salary will come to you directly. There is no third party. Salary to your own account directly. There is no third party. If anybody is charging you money to come and join Liberation Army, run for your life. If anybody gives you form, pay for this form, come and fill this form. There is no physical form anywhere. Go and submit your own letter. Submit your own application through that very email. The email is in the government platform. Go and check the email. You will see it in the government platform, United States of Biafra government platform on X. You go to our Prime Minister, our Deputy Prime Minister platform, you're going to see it there. Go there and apply. Thank you. My beloved brother Miles, go ahead and speak.
Good morning, Mazi Chick Survivor, my honorable member of the United States of Biafra, Mazi Chinonso Ndubisi. I hope this is not the Ndubisi that blocked me on space.
No.
It cannot be.
No.
It cannot be.
Yeah, good morning to you, my brother.
Any lobbies, you think we are joking in this restoration process? I pity you. Sorry will be your name.
You had that. Is a clear instruction. Following the template of Master Simon Ekpa, you just had that.
Our people, because anytime things like this come out, people are eager to join, to show their interest. They are right there to manipulate it. That is what we should understand. The progress that the DPM, my iron lady, you must bow, Lady COS, has done in DC, Washington, DC, like you rightly published there, is one of the things that we have to, as a government, she is heading to do. And we, the only thing we owe that great daughter of Biafra land is total support, unfettered support from every Biafran that loves the freedom of my mother's ancestral land. Give him all your support in monetary terms, in kind, in any way that you can. Even if it is laughter that you will laugh, that is going to ginger our people that are doing the job. Praises and encouragement, please do it so that the morals of our people that are fighting will be boosted. I listened to, is it Michael Rubin? Michael Rubin, during the 29th Declaration of Biafra, made salient points and gave us advices. And those advices must be adhered to. And I trust in the capability of the United States of Biafran government that they will do the right thing. He even said, we have a large number of Biafrans in the United States. That is where the game is played. The game of evil and the game of good. If you want to play the game, that is where it is done. In the Pentagon, in the White House. That is where it is done. He advised us to go in there. Form alliances, speak to these people, and they would definitely assist us. And I cannot trust less on the capabilities of this great daughter of Biafra land and those that she has surrounded herself with. We will do it. We can do it. We did it before, but somehow we failed. I believe that according to the Bible, the good books, everything worketh for good to them that love God, be it good or not. We must proceed and we must make sure that we are determined to get our freedom, and freedom is going to be assured. God will not support us if we fold our hands in between our legs and expect him to fall from heaven to come and help us. Our actions, positive actions and utterances will push us to that pedestal of redemption and freedom from the terrorist government of Nigeria. I yield here. Thank you so much for giving me the mic.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Max. I appreciate you. And we welcome Bro Geg, Mazi Greg. Go on and speak to us. You're welcome, Mazi Greg. Let's hear you out.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chus. I just off my camera. I'm on my way. I thank our brother Marcel and Chinonso. Keep on the good work, and God bless all of you. I just want to chip two things. Thanking the Biafra government, the cabinet, and our chief, the president, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Commending them for their good work and all the medias. At the same time, I'm using this opportunity to call on Finland government to release our PM, giving complete freedom so that they can go for the invitation in the United States of America. He's our prime minister and he's supposed to be there alive to represent us. Absolutely. So let Finland know that Biafra government have been invited to the inauguration of the President of the United States of America, Donald Trump. And our PM is invited to be representing the Biafran state in US. So he should be given the opportunity and the right to go there and represent us. So that is what I want to chip in here and let the Finland government hear it and give him the opportunity to go and do the right thing. Thank you and continue the good work, my brother. I'm on the work. I'm on the way. Thank you and God bless. I'm listening.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you. That point is very, very loud. It's very, very loud. That is one thing some of us fail to understand. You know, actually, I think he's right. I agree with him 100%. That invitation is an invitation to our prime minister. I mean, the actual sense of it, he's supposed to be there to represent us. So for the Finnish government, I know they are watching, they are seeing. If we are not legitimate organization, there's no way Trump is going to welcome us into his inauguration. You see, when we are talking about recognition, this is part of it. How else are you going to be recognized? It is being at the right place at the right time. And I thank Chukwu Okukabiyama that we are not playing the game of pictures. You snap picture, you share picture, you did no. We provide evidence. And when you go to the platform of our prime minister, our deputy prime minister, you are going to see the evidence of what we are saying. the approval and the recognition and how the whole thing was done, the original documents, you're going to see it there. And I bet you Finland government is following up. They are watching. They are watching and they are observing. We know that our Prime Minister, so many of the restrictions have been relaxed, but we want it to end so that we can move on and do what we have to do. Our Prime Minister has some responsibilities to perform. He was one of the very first people that endorsed Donald J. Trump, even before the election. And his campaign team recognized him as the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria. It is written boldly on their side as one of the Prime Ministers that recognized, that endorsed Trump even before any other person made a move. He's supposed to be there, just as my brother have said. Thank you so much for that very line of thought. And I think I will be rounding up. And in rounding up now, my brothers, let us use our closing remark and do it. I've spent 3 hours. I didn't know I would spend up to this hour actually, but whenever I see my fellow comrade, I have no choice than to sit back and listen. So let's go on the rounding up now on the closing remarks. So use the time you have to close your remark and make comments, more especially on this very great achievement that we have made. It is something that everybody should be paying attention to. And this is what Master Samanako told us what we will do. After declaration, pursue recognition the best way you can. That is what we are doing. No time to discuss or talk about irrelevant issues about this and that. And no. We are focused. And I'm very glad at that. My brother Chinonso, take the mic and run it.
Yeah. Massachusetts, me and my friends here, we followed Biafrans in Bahrain here. We said, not by church, by doing the work.
Exactly.
It's not all about church. It's not all about carrying egg and swearing on platform. It's about doing the do. Because onye enwe ihe o bu n'isi, enwe ihe o na-ebutu.
Mba.
Enye enwe ihe o gbanaka, enwe ihe o na-elele. The movement of Biafra, when I said that, is sacrosanct. I learned this language from my uncle. He is almost 80-something years. Whenever he told you, Chinonso, this is sacrosanct, I need to be very careful. But whenever he told me that this meeting, if you see this cockroach, we are going under the sacrosanct. If I am going with him, I must be very careful and I must prepare myself because something must happen. The government of Biafra right now is sacrosanct, and the cockroach is sacrosanct on his own. Look at the doing, not by saying, not church. It's evidence at hand. Onye na-ata akwụ Igbo, ọ na-asị ya mmanụ ka ya wee taa akwụ. Gịnị bụ na akwụ, gịnị bụ mmanụ? Ndị si anya hapụrụ akwụ ọbụla anaghị mmanụ, ọ bụ dị agha, ọ bụ dị agha ka na-eme mmanụ na mba onye agha. Anyị ọ bụ na so ndị a kpụcha akwụ n'ọnụ na-ana anyị mmanụ. Onye ji mmanụ aṅụ ọla na nnu, o ji nnu eme gịnị? The government bụ mmanụ aṅụ. The government need the picture. They need to give you written note. Maka ihe nyere eji receive onye Igbo bụ ihe ederede. And nke a no eme de hale de ma na okwu agụla. The government na-ede ha dị ekwu. Anyị mara mgbe ọbata obi emere Donald Trump endorse as either second person or the third person mere Donald Trump endorse, and they address him as the Prime Minister of Biafra government in exile. Now I was waiting for this invitation. Let me know if that endorsement is real or fake. Now the invitation includes that the government, that the endorsement of Obatobi, government in exile, was real and reality. This is how I said it was real and reality. Because when something is real, it becomes reality. So those who are there deceiving themselves, you need to learn from this little evidence that the government is on the template of Obatobi. The multiple dimension of our Prime Minister, what he laid down is what the government is working on. That is what our able DPM nwaanyị ka ibia ochi na nwata nke mbụ in Biafra land o ihe na-akpị ochi na nwata nke mbụ. God has destined this woman for this day. And you remembered one prophet in Zeus said that a woman is going to declare Biafra. Do you see how this thing works? A pastor said it that a woman is going to declare Biafra. And that the same pastor already said that the spirit of freedom has possessed Ngozi Orabueze, that there's nothing anybody can do to stop her. And the same word he said about Simon Ekpa is what this pastor said again. So we should be looking out on evidence from the government, not by coming social media and be gossiping and be swearing an oath. No, that is not the method. The method is that the endorsement will prove that we are going. And what the advice a white man gave us in Finland is what I am seeing. And what Obatobie narrates in the video you said is what the government is doing. Even and the bias na no kumba mbade mambo okwu ọjọọ. Ani mande bias na ba anyị na-asị na ekwuta asara ọ dịka echere uche ọnụ na mana oye ekwu. I like the attitude of government anyị adị eme ekwuta asara. They will allow you to fool yourself, but once we are coming out, we come once with a good evidence, all mouths closed by all means. So we must continue to be happy that we have a government right now, not individuals again. We must be happy if you are in Biafra land and join the Biafra Liberation Army to know that even the zoo country, when I was in the zoo, for the level I went in, they are paying me my account, not individual was giving me money. How could an individual be paying you money and you are happy and you open your gullible mouth and say that you don't want the person to remove? It simply means that the same people because of no they want to continue maintaining that stand. Why we have declared Biafra? Nobody said that you are going to now government here and I got government in Biafra. Aka nwaka akparia and mana ihu mbi ade atioshi ma na aga ya mu na aga nwampi ya mu ififi iri odika obo na obozi nwampi ko mana aga sha ya ma odi ebu otolie ona ati uto. So those that have been removed need to know that your level was ever. You don't have what it takes to be there. Not that you are not a Biafran. I want to rule by saying, if you're a true Biafran and you have walked the bridge and you have a good future in Biafra, you could have hold on and close your mouth and say, the future and my contents for one thing. Anybody who is against this Biafra right now, I will say though, when we finally start our Biafra, you can never contest for any post. We will bring all your evil deed out and we will flog you. Akonye what I did with just here. Metuko Kabiama, bless man Simon. You see? Chukwu Kabiama, Mapokomro Bosta, West City. Odi Hoban and kept from Finland, the national cast Simon. You guys now before 20th of January, because Mezino ki ha bia ko woro no ga dokwane mo Biafra oto my for Simon na Finland ebe na mo no mo ihe ni Chukwu Kabiama mume. E wesiri mere anya gbajisi ụta niile, gbajisi aka niile. Ọnụ ọbụla nke na-ekwu okwu ọjọọ n'isi asị m ka ọ na-ahụ dogo n'ụbọchị tata ka anya ọjọọ na-ele ya kpuo isi ka ụkwụ a na-eji daa mkpọrọ ka aka ahụ na-atụ ya gbajie otu a nke ọ dị n'ebe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nọ. Ihe ọbụla ekweghị ome Chukwu Kabiama mezie ka ọ kpọọ omeni mmadụ 2025 ka anyị nwabụ Biafra na ya ata n'afọ agwụfuola ọbara anyị emeela anyị ọtụtụ akaje mmanya ọtụtụ mmanye anyị si na anya achọzi ibu ohu mmadụ ọzọ ọ ya ka anyị na-alụ Chukwu Kabiama biko nye anyị Biafra mezie ka wọd ọ bụ nyere anyị enye mezie ka ndị ike ọchịchị nke ụwa nabata na Biafra enweele ebe ọ bụ na emegidere ndị nation na-eme anyị invite na president na-abanye ha sị na ọ gị na-eme ihe ndị a anyị wee na-asị gị na anyị ga-adị ndụ ka nkwụ iyi na osisi nkwụ na-atụ ngenge arụkwuru arụ osisi nkwụ ọnụ ya ọmaka ga-emere anyị ị ga-eji ndụ amamihe na ihe ahụ ihe ọ chọrọ anyị ọjị ka anyị na-ekwu n'ụbọchị taa ọkụkọ si ụrụ bụrụ ga na ya mụta ọzọ ka ya kwuru ka ụrụ bụrụ niile gomo Biafra n'azụ na gọọmenti nke ọfụ a anyị ga-eji ịfụnanya na ịdị n'otu wee kwado gọọmenti ya wee ruo mgbe anyị na Biafra land wee kwụrụ otu anyị gwara gosi ka adịrị anyị onye sị na ọ bụ ya ọ bụ ohi na ọ bụ ọfụ ha.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you. That was an amazing prayer. My brother Max, take the mic and give us your closing remark.
Thank you so much, and glory be to God that He has given us the opportunity to end in a very good note. And I use this opportunity to continue to salute the great daughters and the sons of Biafra land for your energy, for the energy that I have seen in you, that we have exhibited in this struggle. May God continue to bless you, no matter whatever that you have lost in the course of fighting for the freedom of my mother's ancestral land. Chukwu Kikabiyama will never allow it to go in vain. You will prosper and Biafra will come in the name of Chukwu Kikabiyama. In everything that you do, remember one thing, that we can never have our free is the only thing that is going to guarantee in Biafra land. I don't know why my system is giving me some time, bad network or something. I don't know if you can hear me clearly.
We can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go. Thank you. Okay. So this is what we have to do. Whichever way that you can, please support. Support them. Support them that have volunteered to secure and protect my mother's ancestral land. That is the only thing we need to do. And for the people of Finland that are still, holding Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, I would like to make the Finnish. They are 1967 to 1970, when our people were also massacred, fired in different ways, in millions. I urge them to do the same thing today. Remembering where they are coming from as well. Remembering the ordeal that they passed through in their invading masters. I will urge them to do the same thing today. Remember the Biafran people and remember what you did. That is the same thing the Biafran people are fighting today. Freedom. Freedom is what Biafran people are fighting. Do not make the Biafran people believe that you never with them. Do not make the Biafran people believe that you are on the side of those that doesn't want freedom, that doesn't want people to attain their potential in having their freedom. We know that you can do better than what you have done. As long as you are gradually relieving the restriction that you are placing you placed on the Prime Minister, I wish that all the trumped up charges against him and the petitions against him will be put in the refuse bin. Do that for us and allow us the freedom, just like your people and children unborn are enjoying. I thank you, Mazi Chuks. I thank those in the comment section, people in the homeland, those in the diaspora. I say, may Chukwu Kikabiyama never abandon us as we proceed in the restoration of Biafra and the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you so much, and may God bless all of you. We love you all. I remain Yokeni from the little beautiful city of Bolgatanga in Aba East region. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Max. May Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect you, secure you wherever you are. I appreciate you. I thank you as always. You've been of a great support, and Chukwu Okike will continue to see you through and also support you on all your endeavors. Fellow Biafrans, we have come to the end of the program. I appreciate every one of you, and I pray that Chukwu Okike will guide and protect every one of us that have been part of this program. Please, if you have not yet shared, I don't know what you're waiting for, share this program. If you have not yet liked the program, please do like the program. Those are the support you can give to this platform. By sharing and liking, you will help us to reach out to more people. The social media network is not advertising our program. They don't even send notification to those who are with us. So you can help us by sharing, by liking. Those are the things you are supposed to be doing each time you join us on the platform to help us reach out to other people. There are so many people that are willing to join us, but they can't be able to join us because they have not been informed. May Chukwu Okike be our guide and protect every one of us as Biafrans. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. We pray that Chukwu Okike will guide and protect our Supreme Leader, Nnamdi Kanu, wherever he is. No weapon formed or fashioned against us all shall prosper. Thank you for being part of this program. I will see you again by the special grace of God tomorrow, same time. Stay blessed and see you.
Oh, Mama Biafra, where you dey? We dey wait for you to come our way. Simon Ekpa, you dey fight like lion, keeping Biafra safe from Zion. Oh, Mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our Prime Minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free am now before it's too late. Freedom no be small something. Now waiting we dey demand without fronting. Biafra land we want them strong. We Simon Ekpa, we go march along. From the east to the west we dey shout. Mama Biafra, yeah, I'll call no doubt. Enemies close, but we stand up tall. Together we rise, we no go follow. Oh, Mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our Prime Minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Freedom now before it's too late. In unity we go they strive. Fight for freedom, we go alive. With courage and strength we they fight. Mama Biafra, our guiding light. Oh, Mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our Prime Minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free am now before it's too late. Freedom no be small something. Now waiting we dey demand without fronting. Biafra land we want them strong. With Simon Ekpa we go march along. From the east to the west we dey shout. Mama Biafra, yeah, oh, I call no doubt. Enemies close but we stand tall. Together we rise, we no go fall.